Hi everybody, welcome to the Pro Division weekend round playthrough of the front 9 holes here. Back 9 will be uploaded on the channel, so do check that out as well. Please do hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and don't forget, if you want the full text guides after the tweaks, lots of other options as well, check out the link in the video description down below. Here we go with the first look replays. We do have a couple of drops here already. Hole number 1, a very nice tailwind. I was expecting some headwind here, but we didn't get it. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left with our Titan ball, red ring, touching the rough on the left once again. Adjustment, max distance, 10% elevation. Max distance, 10% elevation. Then we're going to go with a little bit of left curl, ball touching the edge of the adjustment ring, just to take us away from the rough on the right. Hitting perfect, and we do bounce very nicely, and it rolls up the fairway. We're looking for a drive distance of around 350 yards. Second shot once again is going to be with the Thorn, and it is going to be no spin. Obviously I'm using Thorn level 7 on this account. If you've got level 8 you'll have more ball guide obviously, but still need to leave the ball guide short. Here I'm playing just less than medium distance. 0 elevation, it works out at medium distance minus 0.2, I do believe. Obviously, if you do have a little bit more distance on your drive, then you will need to adjust this shot accordingly. But either way, it's going to be around that mark, kind of between 40 and 45% slider. There we go, dropping it very, very nicely for an eagle on hole number 1. Hole number 2, something to work with here. Once again, usual setup on this one. Red ring, touching the rough without any spin added. Then I'm switching to a basic ball. The reason I'm doing that is to add backspin without any unintentional side. 3.2 backspin. Didn't really need to start with a navigator, but if you want to check your wind strength first, then obviously you do need to do that. Then we can switch to navigator. Adjustment here, I'm going max plus 20. Maximum distance plus 20. Then we are of course going to try and hit perfect, which we do. Little tweak needed on this one. I will be working on this hole later on today to get this one dialed in, but it's a good first look, just missing slightly to the right hand side. Hole number 3, we have an awkward wind here. The drive is fine, but the second shot does go into more or less direct headwind if you push the drive. So I'm going to go with a layup option, but we do have an eagle, which I think is very easily to replicate. 3.3 top spin, 1 bar side spin to the left. I'm going with the quarterback, you can see here. Quarterback 9 plus is fine. We are going to aim just by the edge of the bunker there on the right hand side. And the adjustment here is max plus 10. Like I said, I did have one attempt going with a berserker trying to push the drive, but even with a decent 180 yard wood club, you do have to go with full overpower, and I don't think it's worth the risk. Obviously, if you do, then go ahead and play that way. But I do believe there is a very, very achievable eagle by going this route here. And it's only a kingmaker, so we're not even spending berserker with the possibility to end up in the rough or the sand. Second shot going to be with the sniper. I do back up a little bit from max distance, so I've got room to adjust. 4.5 bars top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right is what we need to do here. We don't need to push it any harder than this, because we want to end up in thorn range. So 4.5 top spin, 3 right spin, max plus 0 is the adjustment. And once we have adjusted, you will see I do use some curl to the right. So half a ball of curl outside the adjustment ring to the right. We do hit a minor great left here, but it doesn't danger the shot, and we are still going to be absolutely fine. We do have room for some slight variance in position here anyway with the next shot, and I will explain why. Going with the Thorn, and here what we need to do is work out our club distance, and then we're going to add top spin and right spin as required to find the position here, get the ball guide just going through the cup. Then we are going to play this one, minimum distance minus 10% elevation. That is, of course, if you are playing from more or less the min line. If you have pushed up a few rings like I do here, then you could do rings from min, or you can just add 0.1 to your adjustment, whichever method you prefer. But the base elevation here is minus 10%. Minus 10%. Perfect ball, very, very good chance of dropping here. Hits the rough and rolls beautifully straight at pin for an eagle. Hole number 4, we do have hole in one here, which I do consider this hole to be a must drop, to be honest, especially in weekend round. 1 bar top spin, 1 bar left spin, top of the red ring touching the beginning of the fringe, where the rough meets the fringe, ball guide to the pin. Adjustment max plus 10, maximum distance 10% elevation. Like I said, very good chance of dropping this one. There is a mini funnel there. You can be slightly off here and still drop this ball. But of course we want to try and adjust and hit perfect as accurately as possible. Which we do, and this one takes the run of the green very nicely right at pin for a beautiful hole in one. Max plus 10. Hole number 5, going to show you the Apocalypse version here. It is no move target. 5.8 top spin, 3 left spin. Max plus 10 is the adjustment I do here, max plus 10. Then once we are done, we are going to obviously push that back up to max. We do still need some overpower here, that's because we've got more crosswind than tailwind. So here I'm going with a couple of rings of overpower. If you have APOC 5, you will have more distance on your club. I would reduce the overpower by 1 ring. Obviously, if you have lower level Apocalypse, you will need more overpower than is shown here. But I do believe the Apocalypse is a very good option here. Obviously, if you don't have the APOC, there is a power hook available with the extra mile. But this one bounces very, very nicely and rolls almost to the fringe and have a very, very easy wedge for an eagle. Hole number 6, we have a crosswind here, slight tailwind or slight headwind depending what wind angle you get, but the setup is still going to be the same. 3 bars of topspin, playing with the rock here because we have ball guide and accuracy. I don't see any mileage in trying to push this over to the second pad because I've got this third shot pretty much dialed in. However, of course, if you do want to push it with a berserker, then by all means, go ahead, give it a go. So 3 bars of top spin, max plus 10 is the adjustment on this one, max plus 10. And we just want to aim at the top left corner, as it were, of the fairway. Hitting perfect, and we should be ending up here around 335 to 340. If you want to push this one a bit harder, you can, of course, but I just want to leave myself a little bit of room. Still going to be absolutely fine. Second shot, going to need 180 yard wood club. 4 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, and we're going to aim just where the rough and the fairway meet. Adjustment is max plus 0, and because we have slight tailwind angle on this one, then I am going to push back up to max after I make my adjustment. Then we're going to go with full right curl. Don't need any overpower on this one. Otherwise, you may well hit the long rough on the left-hand side. So just going with max curl to the right and hitting perfect. Shot. Bouncing comfortably on the fairway and rolling up here, which is absolutely fine. Third shot, we need to judge our club distance as best we can. So go to min and go to max. Play a no spin shot. And here I would recommend you play 10% elevation. As a guide, you are going to be around medium distance, maybe slightly further away. This shot I play mid plus 0.1. So have that as a guide, but obviously when you're playing this hole, do check your distance yourself. Depends how you get on with your previous 2 shots. But you do have a very, very good chance dropping this one for an eagle on hole 6. Hole number 7, we have crosswind here. This hole is a little bit fiddly because of the second bounce, but we're going to show you a no move option here. I'm going here 0.2 top spin and half a bar side spin to the left. I adjust this one a medium distance plus 25 elevation. However, we do under adjust this one slightly, so I would either suggest going with power 2 or power 3 settings, or even going with more adjustment, maybe mid plus 30. If you have stronger wind with the Navigator, I would suggest going with Kingmaker, because it is going to give you a much more pronounced second bounce. As you can see, speed was good, but just need to adjust a little bit more. Hole number 8, rather than go left side, I'm going to play right side here, and that is because I want a straight tailwind shot with the Thorn. So 4.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left with the extra mile. Then we're going to adjust maximum distance, 10% elevation. The issue here is that the trees will most likely be in the way with most of the wind angles you will get on this hole, and they are here. So push your rings instead. Straight arrow on the wind arrow there and push absolutely vertical, max plus 10. Then we're going to take our shot, of course wanting to hit perfect, and then the drive distance we're after here is around 360 yards. 360 yards is what we want here. Bounces very, very nicely and rolls up towards that yardage marker on the fairway. Second shot going to be with the Thorn, and we're going to be near to minimum distance of club. 1.5 bar backspin here. You can see I'm finding the min line and I'm working out club distance from there. 1.5 bar backspin, like I say, and here we can count rings from min. If you don't know how to do that, check out the Academy tutorial video on the channel homepage, rings from min. 1.5 bar backspin, aim at the pin, and then adjust 0% elevation. You will be either close to minimum distance, or if you're not wanting to do rings from min, then you can go min plus 0.1 or 0.2, depending how much you've pushed up. If you are doing rings from min, it's 1% slider per ring from minimum distance. Aim as best you can. Thorn level 7, slightly less ball guide obviously, but I would recommend backing it up. Make sure you've got room because you are going to have tailwind. We do sneak it in right side, but it's absolutely going to be fine for an eagle. And finally on to hole 9 for the front 9 here. This is not as bad as I thought it would be. We have had the nasty wind angles already. Here I'm going with 3 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Backing up a little bit from max distance, red ring touching the rough. However, I am going to tweak this drive because I want to aim at max and go with less top spin and a bit more overpower. But this is something for you to work with. Max plus 10 is the adjustment here, and we're going to go with max curl to the left. If you've got Apocalypse, then I would suggest playing with that because it will offer you more curl, which is quite useful when you have wind going from left to right. Perfect ball away, and we just clear the rough here very, very nicely, and we get a little roll up towards the rough there. So this is still going to be fine for a first look, but like I said, I am going to tweak the setup on this one. Second shot, we're going to use top spin and left spin, and we want to check that the second bounce is clearly over the rough. You may need to stretch out to find the position according to how you did on the drive. Adjustment here is max plus 0. If you are stretching out, look at how many rings of overpower that you need. Obviously, when we adjust, we are going to adjust into overpower as well, so be sure to add that one on. Not quite direct headwind on this one, but still need to compensate, so if you want to be absolutely sure you're going to get over there, you might want to add half a ring to 1 ring more than what you're adjusting into. Important, of course, to hit perfect. We just want to make sure we clear the rough and roll anywhere up towards the fringe or the green to secure our eagle. Back 9 coming soon. Good luck in your games. See you soon. Bye for now.